Here are my top 10 cycling stretches. Now the longer you're out on the bike, the more beneficial these stretches are going to be to you. I'm going to show you 10, but next time after your ride, pick 5, do those, and hopefully you'll see some benefit next time you're out on the bike. This stretch is going to stretch your quads. First thing you're going to do, foot to bum, knees together, hips forward, abs in nice and tight. Squeeze that stretch through by pulling that foot close to that bum. Once you feel the stretch, hold it. You're going to allow that stretch to relax in that leg. If you're struggling for balance, by all means hold onto a wall. Stretching out the hamstrings is simple. First thing you're going to do, take a step forward, keep that front leg straight all the time. Back leg's going to bend and you're going to push that bum back behind you. So from there, sit back, legs nice and straight. Leg that you're not stretching is bent. You should feel that all the way down that hamstring. Cyclists do suffer from tight hamstrings, so you should really feel this one. Obviously the further you bend, the further the bum goes back, the more you're going to feel that stretch. If you suffer from knee pain, this could be one of the causes, and it's the IT band or the iliotibial band. We're going to take one leg across the other. The front leg is the one we're stretching, so once we're in that position, arm up, over, and bending over to that side. Should feel that all the way from the knee, all the way up that side, into that hip. Push that hip out that way, bending over. Relax that one, come out exactly the same on the other side now. Foot goes across, hand up in the air, push that hip out. You're going to feel that slightly up here as well, and if you do, it's a sign of tight hip flexors. This stretch can be performed standing up, but I prefer to kneel down. So, take that knee just past that hip at the back. Push that hip forward and stand nice and tall in that torso. Should feel that all the way down here already. If you don't, arm goes up and then you push it over to the side. If you need additional padding for your knee, then grab a towel or something nice and soft. The biggest muscle in the body and the most used in cycling is the glutes. To stretch it out, lay back. Right ankle onto left knee. Now bring that knee up and you should feel a stretch there already. If not, loop your hands through and grab hold of that knee. Now sit back and pull that knee in towards you until you feel it in that glute. From all those hours in the saddle, lower back gets tight, it gets tense. This stretch will help that out. Drop down onto all fours, elbows directly under shoulders, hips directly above knees. From there, all you're going to do is roll that back, drop that head through, stretching out that upper body, stretching out that lower back. From there, drop down, keep that bum up into the air. I like to call this one angry cat, pleasant cat. From my experience, I know I develop a lot of tension in the triceps when I've done a lot of climbing. So to combat that, arms up over the back of the head. Going to use that other hand to bring it through and stretch out that tricep. Reach down as far as you can. If you've just started out in cycling, you might feel a lot of tension there too. Could be from holding on too tight. Could be from slouching those shoulders just a little bit too much. So just relaxing that saddle a little more. If you spend a lot of time in low profile or on the drops, you can develop a lot of tension in that neck. So to stretch that out, hands behind and clasp those hands together, stand nice and tall and roll those shoulders back. From there, take that head across. So ear as close as you can to that shoulder. Hold that stretch, should feel that in your neck, should feel that in the upper traps as well. Nice and relaxed in this one. The chest can be a place that's often neglected in stretching. Not for us though. Hands behind the back, clasp them together, roll those shoulders back again. Just going to spin around to show you what's happening at the back. So hands are together, index fingers are pointing, and you're trying to take those hands up and as far away from that back as you can. That'll feel the stretch straight across the front of the shoulders and into that chest. When performing a pelvic twist, you're going to feel this in quite a few areas, mainly glutes and lower back. So bring those knees to 90 degrees, take those hands out to the side. From here, all you're going to do is drop that left knee to the ground. Try and keep that upper back on the floor. If it raises a little bit, that's just a bit of tightness, and that's something you need to work on. Hold it on one side, take the knees back to the top, and drop it down to the other side. As always, you might find a slight imbalance, you might hear a few cracks in that bag. It's all good. If you've got a good pedaling technique, you might find a little bit of tension in those feet at the end of a ride, mainly around that arch. So to combat that, what we're going to do, tennis ball, golf ball, cricket ball, any kind of solid object, place under the foot. All you're going to do is roll that foot up and down that ball. I've got 2 tennis balls here that have been taped together. If you do feel any tension, any tight spots, hold it on that position. Just apply more pressure and allow it to relax. 2 things to remember, everybody. Click on me to subscribe to Fit. It is free. Secondly, try 5 of those stretches after your next ride. Let us know how you get on. Now, click up here for yoga for cross training, or click here for our delicious recipes.
So we have some overnight soaked dates. It's really simple, just about a cup and a half of dates, soak them overnight, leave them to absorb